Welcome back to Kevin Toll Reads. I hope you're doing well. It is time for book mail. Yes, I am always down for book mail. So yeah, I got some books in the mail and I bought a few books that I want to talk about. So let's dive right in. The creme de la creme is I got book mail from one of my subscribers who has sent me books in the past, and I've sent him a book, and I'm going to continue looking for books for him because we have similar reading tastes, and it's really fun to send each other books, and I thought it was really cool, and I'm definitely going to make mention, and I'm going to save this for last. But I did purchase a book that came in the mail I'm really excited about. I want to show it to you. And I was at my local library and I picked up a couple books, and I was at a used store and picked up a couple books. So it's kind of a book mail and mini book haul, I guess you could say. And so I went to a used store that's north of me. It's called the Book Barn. Tons of books everywhere. And I was going in there. Well, I wasn't even really intentionally going in there, but I figured, hey, I'm heading that way and might as well stop in. I didn't really have an agenda. And I was like, well, I'm going to look for some specific books. As I've mentioned before, half-heartedly, but it's becoming more wholeheartedly, I'm running out of space. So a lot of my purchases are going to be more digital. But I was looking for some specific authors. And I was looking for a specific book that was a recommendation from my buddy Groz, who's like, hey, I just read this. It's right up your alley. I think you should get it. It's by James M. Cain, and it was titled Rainbow's End. And I couldn't find it, but I did find James M. Cain's Mildred Pierce, and I thought it was really cool. He is the poet of hard-boiled school of American novels, and that is the back blurb about James M. Cain. And I just noticed inside of this thing, it is an ad for the bookstore. Yeah. And that is in Rock Falls, Illinois. Yeah, well, I might have to check that out if I'm ever in the area. But yeah, so I picked this up. James M. Cain. I've never read one, but Gross says this dude can write. I am still looking for the specific book that Gross recommended, but I picked this up. Now, another book that has been recommended highly from one of my other BookTube buddies, and it's been on my radar for a long time, and I actually found a copy. And not only did I find a copy, I found a copy in mass market paperback, and that is The Tomb, which is the first book in the Repairman Jack series, which is heavily touted on Already Overbooked with Josh. And so I was super excited. I actually already commented to Josh, like, hey, I found that book finally. And he was like, dude, you're going to love this. And so, yeah, this is one I'll be interested in starting soon. But yeah, I'm really excited I was able to find book number 1 at this used store. And so the old Book Barn, I got these 2 books. It's the only thing I bought. $6 for these 2 books. Not a bad haul. I was at my local library, and I actually picked up and rented my first library book in a long time, but I picked up, if you can see it up there, Iron Horse by Robert B. Parker. That is actually by Robert Knott. That is the 5th book in the Virgil Cole Everett Hitch series. I think I have that for another week, and I haven't started it yet, but I'm hoping I can fly through it. We will see, hopefully this week, because I got a bunch of stuff coming starting next week in terms of reading. Otherwise, I might have to give it back to the library and re-rent it later, but that is how it goes. But I was really excited because I'm like, hey, they actually had the 5th book. I went there specifically to my local library to see if they had that, because I was going to try to slide it in my existing TBRs. I was getting towards the end of my existing TBR and thought maybe I've been on such a reading binge that I could slide that in. I don't know if it's going to be in the cards, honestly, but we'll see. And while I was there, I always stop by. They have a couple different tables, and they have books that they're trying to unhaul for like $0.25. And I found 2 books. And the first one that caught my eye was this one, The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova. And I have seen this book in bookstores for a very long time. I'm interested. It's got an interesting premise. And so I'm like, for a quarter, I can't pass that up. And then I noticed they had another one by her, and it is titled Shadowland. Yeah. And so I picked it up as well. This cost me, well, I gave them $1, so 50 cents each for these two beautiful hardbacks. I was really excited about that. Something else I'm really excited about was the book that I actually found finally. Give me 1 second. And so if you remember from like a few months ago, I read a book that I was just over the moon about, and it was from an author I've never read before, but it was kind of a hard-boiled crime noir kind of style private eye book, and I was over the moon about it. And it was by John Blumenthal, and it was the Max Slade, The Case of the Hard-Boiled Dicks. I loved this thing. It was humorous, funny, quick read. And when I did my research to do my review on this, I noticed that they had another book. I've been looking for several months to find that book, and I finally did. And so I ordered it as soon as I could. I actually found a copy on Thrift Books, and when I went to place an order for it, and this was a couple months ago, I think, at least a month ago, maybe 6 or 8 weeks ago. And I went to place the order, and as soon as I placed the order, they said, hey, by the way, there was only one copy of it, by the way. Like, someone already got it. I'm like, gosh darn it. And so I actually found one online and ordered it, and it finally came in. Finally. And so, yes, we have Max Slade, The Tinseltown Murders. And it actually took the time to put some plastic wrap on this, which good for them. But yeah, so as you can see, I now have, those Tinseltown Murders and Hard Boiled Dicks. Pretty much a similar cover. Backdrop's a little different, but yeah, really excited. These are neat little paperbacks. I am super excited to get to this thing. So I ordered this, got it, I think it was for $5 online. So I got it, and I'm very happy that I did. And so that leaves us with this book mail that I got. And so here's the deal. One of my subscribers by the name of Eric Henderson, he watches a lot of my videos, sends me personal emails. We talk books a lot. I'm always excited in what he's doing. The last update he sent me, he was talking about how, here's what I've been reading lately, and here's where my scores were. We were talking about some Stephen King and some short story stuff, and yeah, really cool stuff. And he's like, hey, I have some duplicates of an author, and I want to send them your way. And so I blacked out the address information so you can't see, and I said, send them. I will definitely not turn away books. And so he was gracious enough to ship them my way. And he did a fantastic job here. And so I got these two books, which is really cool because he sent me 2 books in the Joe Pickett series. He sent me Trophy Hunt, and most importantly, he sent me Open Season. I finally have book number 1 in the Joe Pickett series. So I am super excited and thankful that I have subscribers that care enough to look out for me. So Eric, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I know you said, hey, I don't expect you to give me credit or anything, and he's a true gentleman, didn't want me to say anything, but yeah, I am very, very blessed when it comes to subscribers that send me emails that are very interested in what's going on BookTube and off BookTube. And so I really appreciate this. Super excited to finally have book number 1. So thank you again, Eric. And my friends, that's my book mail and little mini book haul. I am super excited with all of these. Yeah, I got book 1. I got book 2. I got book 1 of Repairman Jack. I'm really excited. I got some cool deals on books. That's my book mail, mini book haul. Hope you enjoy. I hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you later.